Well, hello and welcome back to the Builder Dad shop. I am Builder Dad Dan, and today I'm going to embrace 3D printing failure. Now, you might be wondering, why am I not standing in front of a 3D printer and looking at some huge mess of filament? Well, that's not the failure that I'm embracing. Today I'm embracing a failure with my own design. And so I like to design a lot of my parts. If we look up here, we can see I've got dust piping with 3D printed brackets on it and stuff like that. And so I do my designs in SketchUp, and then I bring them to life in the real world with my 3D printers. Very much like this DeWalt DW735, I built a dust mod for it. I've now made magnetic connections for it. And so along that lines, I said, hey, I've got 18 magnets in this thing, and I really like how this is running. So why don't I take this a step further and put a mount on the ceiling? So why did I do that? Well, it was because this pipe actually used to, and you can still see the mount up there right now, it used to be right there. And so it used to come out, come down, and I had this long pipe that I had to suspend with, I was actually suspending it with shrink wrap that I had wound up for it. And I didn't like that, and I wanted to switch to a shorter hose because I wanted to switch things up a little bit. I wanted to use the hose that was already here and use it on another end of my piping so I could hook a couple more tools in. And so I said, this is great because sometimes this planer moves. And so I'd already created myself, if I take this off, do it so it doesn't fall off, I'd already created myself a magnetic cover top. And so that way my planer, nothing can fall into it while it's unhooked. And so I was like, well, this is great. So now let's go ahead and make the part for the ceiling. And so if we watch this, and don't mind me with the camera, I'm doing this one-handed. If we look, it connects and it looks great. But if we notice what's happening here, it's not enough power to hook it up. And so what I learned is that if we look down here, I'm gonna take this cover off. If we look down here, the magnets are enough to hold it down there. It's not enough strength to support this entire length of flex tubing from that set of magnets. And so now I got to go back to the drawing board and I got to rethink this. I don't think more magnets is the answer, just because I don't think I'm going to be able to hold it anymore. But I'm going to have to redesign it, and I'm going to have to rethink things. And so now I'm going to look at, instead of something as simple as this, I might look at doing hinges with maybe a clamp that's going to slide in from the side. So it's going to be now multiple pieces printed. And so it gives me an opportunity to be creative. And so while failure is annoying and it's going to happen, you learn from the mistakes. And so if you're new to 3D printing, or you're debating getting a 3D printer and saying, hey, well, I'm only going to print other people's models, that's cool. You can print a ton of models out there. I've got, I think, about 25 different models out there now, plus the premium ones that you can buy. And so there's a lot of people out there designing stuff. There's a lot of cool things that you can do out there with 3D printing. But if you want to take it the step further and you want to design your own stuff, you can definitely do that. But the thing that you're going to have to get used to is that not every design is going to work out the first time. There's so many times where I'm making these things and I'm on multiple iterations. The dust boot is an example. I'm on the third major revision now, with 6 minor revisions to that final third revision, where I've made slight little improvements here and there. And so even this magnetic connection has had 3 major revisions to it to get it to the design that's working now. And so each time I do something, I have to be okay with the fact that I'm going to waste a little bit of filament here, and I'm gonna try something out and it's gonna work or it's not gonna work. And that's part of the fun of it. So don't get discouraged, keep trying, and like always, have fun. Once I get this worked out right, I'll shoot another video and show you what I ended up doing, but right now I'm just gonna relax and think about this for a little bit and see what comes of it next. So till next time, have fun, stay safe, and keep trying. You know, that's all we can do. See you later.